go to the search bar below. If you have VS Code installed, you can simply type code. And here's Visual Studio Code. Let's open it up. The first thing you're going to need to know how to do is how to open and close folders. Right now, I have a Chapter 2 folder open. I'm going to go ahead and close it. I go up to File, and I choose Close Folder. Notice there's also a keyboard shortcut to close the folder. Now, let's open up again the same folder that I just closed. I go up to File. I choose Open Folder. Now your folders are probably located differently in different locations on your system. Mine is in the Downloads file, Chapter 2 Examples. I select Chapter 2, but I do not click on it. I choose Select Folder. And there we go. To close the files, I hit the X button on the tabs. Let me show you how to open up your own terminal. Let's say your window looks like this. Go up to the Terminal menu, choose New Terminal. If you have the ability to open a Powershell, then go ahead and open up a Powershell. But if you want a regular command prompt, I would go over here to the plus sign, choose the drop-down list, and choose Command Prompt. The difference between the command prompt and the PowerShell is that the PowerShell is a command prompt on steroids. It's typically the command prompt that administrators use. And so this is going to be the command prompt that we use. We're going to use the PowerShell. If I want to see which directory I'm in, I'm just typing pwd, which stands for Print Working Directory. And I can see the path of where I'm located right now. I'm going to open up example.py. To run the Python file, all I have to do is hit this Run button up in the upper right hand corner. And the output displays below. Albert Einstein once said, "A person who..." To clear the PowerShell, I can either type CLS, or I can hold the Control key and type the L key. This here is called the Extensions Manager. There are at least two extensions you want to have installed. If I type in Python, the extension that you'll definitely want to have installed is called Python IntelliSense. Now I already have it installed. But if you don't, this button here would say Install. Mine says Uninstall. Notice that over 73 million users use this. Another extension that you'll probably want is something called Prettier. Prettier is an opinionated code formatter. It enforces a consistent style by parsing your code and reprinting it with its own rules that takes the maximum line length into account, wrapping code when necessary. If you don't have this installed and you want to install it, go ahead and install it. You can also search through different extensions. You can go to YouTube and type in important Python extensions for VS Code. You'll probably get a lot of really cool ideas. How do we create a new Python file? Pretty easy. You go up here to the Explorer button, choose File, and you can choose New Text File. Now, it says select a language, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I select a language, and I want this language to be Python. Now let's name the file. So to name the file, I can either hit Control S, or I can go File, Save As. I'll call this test2.py. Make sure that your Python files always end with the .py extension. Now we can create a script. Print hello world. Save it. Select the Run button. And it prints hello world. Do you remember how to clear the terminal window? I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control-L. Name equals input. What is your name? Print using an F string. Hello. Name. Run the code. What is your name? Notice now that the terminal is waiting for me to type in my name. The moment I hit enter, hello John.